go. Job's a good one. How old are you now again?
I'm 40 next month.
Oh yeah. Next one. What you got planned for it?
Absolutely nothing. I'm trying to avoid it like the plague. But not because of turning 40.
Just birthdays in general?
No, man, like, I got the anxiety, haven't I, because of my dad.
Oh.
It's like, I don't mind getting older, but like, as in the principle itself, but like, because my dad died at 42, his dad was 36, I live in perpetual fear of dying.
But we've got better healthcare now. People are genuinely
I live a
healthier.
different life. I live a different life than this one.
Yeah, yeah.
It does, but I'm just being honest by saying it does sit with it, so.
40, yeah. See, I'm well in. I can give you some advice if you want me to.
Straight advice or gay advice?
I just want some gay advice.
No.
Yeah, turn 40 and
I've done 40 years of straight. I'm going to do 40 years.
Yeah, a
of
bit
gay.
bored of that
yeah,
now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To be fair, my dad always did say, "Don't knock it until you tried." So.
Oh, there we go. Very open-minded. So how old was you then when you first noticed you weren't happy with your hair?
I think it was like somewhere between 19 to 21. So my stepmom always used to do my hair. When I was a teenager, I had quite long hair, like, well, not long, but like thick with blonde tips, and I used to style it like all the pretty boys. And I think I always had the widow's peak, and she pointed out that it would start receding at that point, and then I really noticed it. And then just as it got worse, every picture that was ever taken, the first thing you looked at was, what did my hair look like? Can you tell it's receding?
And was this at the late 90s?
No,
early 2000s?
yeah. So I mean, I was 20 in 2004. So I would say, I would say pretty much from. No, sorry, I'm telling you a lie. I was 20 in 2006, and 2004 I've been 18. So I would say between sort of 2006 onwards, there was definitely an awareness. And even more so, because I used to go through periods where, you remember, like Beckham shaved his head and all that kind of crap, so you shaved your head. When you shaved your head and it was growing back in, I would say that's when I truly realised, because you would see that it wasn't growing in at these points here as well.
Yeah.
But I would say I really started to struggle to hide it from when I was about 25, 26, styling it over in certain ways and things like that. And I'd say the moment you start trying to almost cover it up, that's when the real getting the piss taken out of comes. Like people pointing out that you're doing it. Not that I couldn't handle it, I was absolutely fine with it, but like, that's when you know, that's when other people noticed.
Yeah. And you know, there was quite a big gap then between like then and now. Like, how long have you worn the system for now?
I got the first one 2023, so it was 3 years, just gone May. Well, sorry, 3 years now. It's May now. 3 years. But like, I think I was fine with it. But like, the missus, she was telling us it looked all right, and we'll look back at pictures now, and I always show her. I said, I show her the picture. You were telling me that looked okay, and she goes, I really thought it did. But until you got the system, she didn't realise how bad it looked. But she didn't want me without hair, so I think she was defending the whole don't shave it off.
Yeah. Some women just don't like that, do they?
No, I think she'd have been fine, but I think she's very honest, and her preference always was that I had hair.
Yeah. And that makes it's a massive bearing, that, isn't it, of like listening to someone and making a decision based on your partner.
Yeah.
Like, some people will just go, oh no, I don't listen to it, it's how I feel. But I think the majority is they'll ask their partner first because it's the person that they trust the most.
I mean, look, I work in retail. In selling glasses, everyone looks to their partner. Very rarely, and men more than any people, we tend to look at them and go, what do you want? And just move on, because we're not that bothered.
You're not that bothered, or you're that bothered but you can't make decisions?
I like an easy life with things like that.
Right.
So in truth, I would sit here and go, I'm absolutely fine if I was bald. But now that I've had the hair system for 3 years, I would always choose to have the hair system.
Yeah.
Because I like having hair. And I like that feeling of it. But like, if for whatever reason I could never have another hair system, I would move on with my life. But out of choice, I would always have the hair system now.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the option of the transplant. I've seen that they can go wrong. The worst thing that can go wrong with a hair system is that I get a little bit of lift. That's it.
So you, 3 years ago,
Yeah.
you came to me for your first transformation.
I did.
What got you there?
Curiosity, me missus.
But how did you find out about hair system?
Oh, I don't know. She's massive into social media, so
right, okay.
I think my mum had sent us something before, like a video, but definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, it was me and Mrs. Lee had seen you on Novo Cabelo on Instagram, I think, or TikTok or something.
Yeah.
And then I sent you an email, and then I came around to yours. We done the consultation, and then I had second thoughts after the consultation, but I still thought I would do it because I thought even if I didn't like it, you could just take it off, couldn't you? Like, it could just be.
So what was your second thoughts then? Like, what was it about the
all
consultation?
typical men stuff. Are you actually going to get a wig on your head? For the sake of this, I'm calling it a wig, but I know it's a hair system before you tell us off. But you're going to get a wig on your head. If you're going to do it, you're going to have to own it. I'm not going to hide it. Are you willing to do that? And then the whole bit about how it would make us feel, like in terms of, because I would say for the first 3-6 months after, I was convinced it was going to fall off. I was convinced I had a tingling feeling on my head. You know, the panic I had with lift for all of 1 millimetre of lift at the top.
It was funny. It was funny, but now, but at the time, like when it's all new to you, like this, we get that a lot. It's like, right, if it's just going to lift now, does that mean it's all going to be a lot?
You know what happens is when you first get it done, right, and you go and see people. Let's just say it's people you work with, your family or whoever, right? They all love it. So I've obviously got best friends who knew I had a receding hairline, as all men do. We take the piss out of certain things. When they all saw it, they were all like, "It's amazing! Like, I can't believe what you do. You've done their family. It looks brilliant. Lasses I work with, lads I work with, you look so much younger." So then you go from being worried about what it's going to look like to I never want to lose it. Yeah. So then the anxiety comes by how does it feel, what's it going to look like, what happens if it moves, what happens if it's obvious, what happens if people see it. I say 6 months. It probably lasted a few months for me, and then. I mean, now I'm probably too relaxed, as you know. Sometimes you get to and you go, you fancy putting a brush through it. But yeah.
Got a hole in the back of your head. Do you think we should change it right now? Okay, yeah, we'll do that. Well, that's a nice place to be in, right?
Yeah.
And has there been anyone that's kind of challenged it to your face in the sense of like, just shave it off?
Not to my face. I've definitely, when people have found out, they've been curious and they've asked the question around, have you ever thought about a transplant? That's probably the most common question to get in your face. The only time I've really heard about just shave it off, honestly, is when we've done videos here. Yeah. And you get the people going in the videos going, oh, just shave it off. Like, a lot of my friends, in fact, all of them, have just been, it looks great. Yeah. There's a few friends who, a lot of them are receding or they're bald. And they've looked at it and thought, oh, should I? But then, but like never let me face. No one's ever said, just shave it off on my face.
Yeah.
I've got a feeling if I walked around town saying I'm wearing a hair system, people would.
But what I'm interested in is the psychology behind why they're saying that. It's almost like a frustration for them to go, they're like feeling this, oh, just shave it off. They're projecting them onto you because why would you when you've paid 500 plus for it?
Yeah.
You know, oh, just shave it off. Like,
I
it's
think
never a positive.
I just
comment.
No, I think to them they just go, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of people will go, we've done transformation videos, and a lot of people will come and go, but you look really fine without it anyway. So they'll see us without it, and they're going, you look fine without it though. But because that's what they feel. They go, why would you do that when you looked fine before? But it's about what you feel, not what they feel.
Yeah.
And I think, look, there'll definitely be things in my life where I'll say, why are you doing that? It's got fuck all to do with me.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. So everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's just how a lot of people voice it.
Yeah. How they use it, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, what you do for a living, you must get it all the time. Why are you doing that? Why do people want that?
I find
I feel that way about. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. I feel that way about cosmetic surgery.
Right,
so I don't like the puffy lips. I don't get it. I don't get why people would want to make their lips bigger. Like I don't like that. That's my opinion. And people who are doing it will go, what's it got to do with you? Like, it makes me feel good. So if anything, it highlights more my opinions going, okay, you need to rein it in a little bit because everyone's got them.
And it's
up to them.
It's letting people own their own choices.
I just think it's sometimes though, like I'm not being funny, like it just looks. You know what I'm on about when they go too far.
Right, we'll go back to hair systems, right? You will only see a bad one. You will never see a good one.
Good point. Yeah.
So you'll never go to someone with a bad system. Like why? Well, with a good system, why would you want to do that? Because it looks good.
Well, you only know if someone tells you though. You think about it in public, like the thing about the way, and I can only comment on you because I've only ever had a hair system from you.
Yeah.
Because I tell a lot of people, I'm very open about it in conversation. I'll talk to them about it, and they'll all go, "I would have never known." So it's only when we're on video here, people know because they know when I'm getting done.
Yeah.
But no one knows when we're out and about.
Yeah. I said that with my regular client. I've done his hair for 5 years now.
Yeah.
And I went, Henry, do you know I've got a system on? He was like, no. It just didn't even, he sees me every 4 weeks and he just did not, he just thought I grew my hair.
But I think that's a good point for people though, that you could absolutely be anonymous with this. Mm-hmm. No one would ever know if you really wanted them to.
Yeah.
Obviously, people in your life, the ones who are important would. I've chose to go, I'll do the videos, I'll do this, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And not purely because I want people to know this is how good they can look.
Yeah.
But you could, if you are the other way, you could be like, and you could never know.
Be incognito if you wanted to. So give me your top 3 things you don't like and things you do like about a hair system.
What would you like first?
Oh, whatever order.
Well, things you like is easiest, isn't it? Like, so, having hair, how it makes you feel that you've got hair, and the compliments that you receive, I would say, around it, especially from people who like, so like a common thing I do, and I'm sure I do it for attention, like, but like I'll tell people I've got it, and then you show them pictures of what it was before, and they just can't believe it. But I mean the easiest one is just having the hair. But it's not just having it; it's having it where it actually. This is a compliment to you, but it obviously looks so great. It's not obvious at all. Top 3 things not like. Again, I wouldn't put them as things that I don't like, but they're things that I would say are part of having it. So you will get lift. It can come back or front. That's probably more down to me though. Obviously, when I talk about lift, because obviously people are going to see this, you sell a friction pillow, which I didn't replace and I don't use it anymore, and I sleep like a right dick. I'm on my back all over the shop, and it can cause a little bit of bother at the back. And if you're not brushing it regularly and you're not looking after it, it can get clumpy and it can get knotty at the top. But that's very much based on the fact that I'm not following what I should. Not that it's the system's fault, but that can be annoying for me. So lift, it can get a little bit knotty. And I suppose the only other thing that's really happened is because I'm quite a naturally sweaty guy. If I play sport or I play golf or I like to go for a run, it can activate the glue because I'm getting that hot and I'm getting that sweaty. And I've had it now and again where I don't want to say it drips because it doesn't, but you can just feel it. And you can see it
softens
a
off,
little bit. So there's that from an active point of view. I think if you were someone who was constantly out all the time running, you were weightlifting, you were always gymming it all the time, I think you'd have to be very conscious that you would probably have to get it changed more regularly. I think
that's what's really important about like any wearers is to work with your stylist to work out what is going to work, because I think it can work for everyone. but it's down to how much you want to put into it, because your stylist might come to you and say you've got to get it done every 2 weeks. Well, that is a bit of a ball ache, but if you want it to work, that's what you just have to do.
I find it fascinating, although most people genuinely get their hair cut every 2 to 3 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
Now I didn't, but I didn't have when I had my young hair because I wanted to grow it long to cover stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so those things. But I must stress that the ones I'm talking about from a bad point of view, I just don't see them that way anymore. Yeah. At all.
Yeah, I always say, if you want it to work, it will work.
Yeah.
And it's so true, isn't it?
I think you just got to find your own way. I think you've got your nerves, and I can answer any question and put people at ease. But until you've got your own and you're going through it, it's really hard to.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, sorry, just one again for the sake of obviously people watching this. If you don't protect it and you don't wear hats in the sun and stuff like that, like you know I don't, because I play a lot of golf, it can get lighter, but I kind of let it go that way because you know how I feel about a little bit of blonde at the front. But for somebody who really wanted it to stay dark, when it's sunny and things like that, I think it's really important to say that you should wear a hat and you should try and protect it, and it'll last longer if you don't mind it getting a little bit lighter, which I think is natural anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just important to mention that.
Yeah, definitely. And like people forget that it's not your hair, and it's gone through a chemical process, so it is going to be a little bit sensitive to heat and light and things like that. So, but if you have a hairstylist who can do a colour like myself, I'd colour it once, maybe twice in your life, like in the system's life, and I leave it lighter at the front because you like that, don't you? So it's quite dark now, isn't it? But
the first thing I said to my missus when I was coming out is I've got to be prepared for it looking darker now because the first one always does look darker.
Yeah.
It's funny, you know, I saw somebody with a hair transplant the other day, like we were chatting, and I just thought he looked like he was losing his hair. So it all been put at the front, but like it was windy, and when it blew up, to me it was all gappy and it was That's part of the reason why I like this way. And I think a big thing's price, isn't it? I often, when we do our videos, people talk about price, and you know I always compare it to a cup of coffee, but like the reality is a cup of coffee is literally £4 minimum now.
Yeah.
It's £4 minimum. And this works out, depending on what way you go, how you do it, at about that, maybe slightly more. And any man who's bold, if they got said you could have this and it's going to cost you £5 a day, I think they'd bite your hand off it.
Yeah.
I do. Now whether they want to do that for the rest of their life is a different thing, but you could easily say, you know what, I'm going to have this for the next 10 years of my life and then I'll get shot. I doubt you would though. My biggest choice is, we're going to put grey in it wrong. Because my hair's white.
It is when you're 40. Yeah. That'll be my present to you. I'll put grey hair. Yeah. Go grow up. Now, you have to have some grey and you're 40. So, there we go. That's my new fitting with Grant. And if you want to know a little bit more, we can do a follow-up. Please put your comments below if you want to know anything more about hair systems. But yeah, thanks for chatting to the people, Grant.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Always.